Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the GolfMagic channel. I'm Alex, the video and equipment editor here at GolfMagic, and today you join me at the lovely Mannings Heath Golf and Wine Estate. But instead of doing an equipment review, today we're doing a showcase of the most forgiving drivers of 2021. Now, we've already done a longest drivers of 2021, but this is slightly different because this is more going to be targeted towards those game improvement players, the players who want as much forgiveness as possible, the players who maybe don't hit it as straight as they'd like to and want to purchase a product that they think will actually help them with that. So what we've done today, and what we've done from our long-term testing here at Crowne Golf Club, at Mannings Heath Golf and Wine Estate, and Knoll Park Golf Club, is we've compiled 4 drivers of all of the releases of 2021 and also 2020, and these are the most forgiving drivers of 2021. Now, these are not too surprising because you can see that each brand do release some more forgiving drivers. For example, the TaylorMade Sim 2 has the Sim 2 Max and the Sim 2 Max D. What we've done today as well is we haven't actually used the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max D, or let's say the Ping G425 SF Tech, because they have a draw bias and we want to make it completely straight, a club that's going to make you hit it straighter, not dependent on your swing path. So what I've got with me today is 4 drivers, and these are TaylorMade Sim 2 Max, the Cobra Rad Speed XB, the Ping G425 Max, finally the Callaway Epic Max. These drivers are obviously suited towards the more higher handicap player. They are slightly forgiving, but you do see a lot of PGA Tour Professionals having some of these in the bag. Most notably, Tommy Fleetwood has the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max, and Cameron Champ, of all people, has the Ping G425 Max. So though these are forgiving, you can still use them if you are that low handicap or all the PGA Tour players who are obviously watching this video. But we need to give our top 2, I would think, because although for me, I'm going to have a personal preference, what I want to do is nail it down to 2 specific choices so you guys can understand why these are the most forgiving. And luckily enough, we've done a lot of testing, and the top 2 most forgiving drivers of 2021 is the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max and the Cobra Rad Speed XB. Now, why are these the most forgiving? There's a lot of things that come into the term forgiving. Is it just that they go the straightest? No, because all players, all golfers don't hit it straight. All golfers don't hit it out of the middle of the club face. I am very prone to hitting it out of the heel and it going about 100 yards right and low off the club face. What you need if you need a forgiving driver is a club that performs wherever you hit it out of the club face. A club with a high MOI, a club that will still get it up in the air and also get you some pretty decent data. And data is exactly what I've got with me today. Let's talk about just these 2 drivers, and then I'll get quickly onto the other 2 drivers as well, because all these drivers, as I said, are exceptional performing clubs. But the Cobra Rad Speed XB, for me, had the best launch angle and consistent numbers, so was the most consistent. As you can see with the data that I'm going to put up on the screen for you now, from our various testing at different golf clubs and on the launch monitor, we've compiled an average from about 50 shots, and these were all over the club face. These were off the heel, off the toe, and they still went for me for quite a quick club head speed, just under 300 yards. They went 296 yards, which for me was great numbers for hitting about 50 shots. For my optimal numbers, I want to get over that 300 yard mark, but everyone is prone to hitting it all over the place. So having that as a consistent number with that consistent spin rate, although slightly too high for me at just those high 2000s, that would be perfect for someone who wants that high launch angle, that great distance, and also a really nice looking club head. Because for me, the Cobra with that matte finish and also quite a large forgiving club head as well, everyone's going to like this. The TaylorMade Sim 2 Max doesn't come far behind. From our testing, as I said, here and also at Knoll Park and at Crowne at the Swing Suite, this is a driver that I really do like. And I've actually got the TaylorMade Sim 2, the lower spinning model, in my bag. But I've got this in my bag because it goes the furthest. And that's what I found, that with the Sim 2 Max, it did actually go further overall, but its dispersion was not as strong. So it did just creep over that 300 yard mark overall, as you can see by the data. But my dispersion was not as tight as the Cobra Rad Speed XB. The Cobra Rad Speed XB, I felt like I was going to hit the fairway every single time. But the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max, I don't think it's going to be as forgiving as this one. And perhaps if you are off that really high handicap range and do want as much forgiveness as possible, maybe go to the Sim 2 Max D, but that's only if you need that draw bias. The other 2 drivers though, let's not cut them out, because these are still the 4 most forgiving drivers of 2021. And how would I rank them? I think, and I'm sure a lot of people watching, it's difficult to rank how forgiving a driver is. But the Epic Max, I felt like it was going the straightest out of actually all of the drivers. But I think this is more targeted towards that higher handicap player, probably towards, let's say, in that 20 handicap range, because the spin rate I was getting, I'll put it up on the screen now, you can see at that 3000 range, isn't what anyone wants to really see. You want that kind of mid 2000 RPM. So I think that's probably suited towards someone who needs a little bit more forgiveness than I do, so that higher handicap player. but it goes unbelievably straight, and I felt like I was already delivering it neutral at address and also at impact. The Ping G425 Max is an exceptional looking club head, and it does deliver a lot of speed, but again, similar to the Epic Max, it doesn't deliver numbers that I personally would really want. It does go straight, but again, similar to the Sim 2, it goes quite a long way, but the dispersion isn't as tight as I'd like it to be, so maybe that one's not too bad, and it still is unbelievably forgiving, but it doesn't take any of the top spots like the TaylorMade and the Cobra Rad Speed. The Ping G425 Max can be used by a variation of players. Like I said, Cameron Champ uses it. I've seen a lot of people using it. Even our head of content, Andy, who can't hit a driver to save his life, can hit this driver straight and also over 250 yards. So if that isn't praise enough for this driver, a driver that also isn't even in the top 2, that just shows how forgiving all these drivers are. And if you guys are in the market for a driver to help you get it off the tee, to help you hit it straight, to help you hit it far, these 4 drivers are definitely ones that should be in your consideration when you go to the driving range. If you guys have enjoyed this video today, showcasing the 4 most forgiving drivers of 2021, the TaylorMade, the Cobra, the Callaway and the Ping, leave a like down below and let me know what is your most forgiving driver of 2021, as I'm sure there will be some different opinions here. If you guys are new to the GolfMagic channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you can keep up to date with all of our golf reviews, challenges, videos and much more to keep you guys entertained for all of 2021. I'll see you guys at the next video.